Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that ruined the atmosphere completely. I just sneezed that. But yeah, from back there it looks like a lump of colours. From up here it looks like dots. Just read a few more of these. Maybe I'll find the real someday. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it though. His terrible secret. He kept it well. I beat the game. You didn't beat the game. You feel like you've beaten the game, but there's lots more to the game.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Sure.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Interesting theory. Once again, everything you're hearing is the narrative of the creators of this game's friend. So this is his opinion
each of his
the game,
games.
whereas
After exploring
you
a
and me
theme
may have a
that,
different.
he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
So what this man is saying may not be the actual reason he did it, because he doesn't know what his friend did, why his friend did it. This is his opinion on it, in the same way that me and you may have different opinions on why this door is here, why he creates these games. He's just trying to give you his opinion. And, his opinion may be correct. I'm just saying. It's an opinion. Does this puzzle have a solution? Of course it does. He knows it does. He created it. He's done it many times.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment.
In the black.
A few seconds to reflect on and let go
and then
of
move
the
on to
events
the next
that led
game.
you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
It's not so bad here, so he's got used to the darkness. If we go down a bit, he's got used to the darkness. He's got used to just sort of stepping back, closing one door, and not opening the other yet. Not until you're ready to move on, and then you can open the other door, and that completes that area in that section. Typewriter. How do you leave notes? A room full of typewriters. And that lamppost, once again. There it is. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need to hear you say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having such difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. And that's the end of that. May to June 2009.
Okay,
Porn
this
Stars
one's tough.
Die 2.
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Is that the path that we... like the beginning and ending path? I like it though. This is some kind of city landscape. Ooh, it's like some kind of nightclub. I like it. Again, the same city picture. Not really getting much vibe here, other than the same staircase leading down again. He likes going down. So all he does. Oh, so maybe looking back on ourselves.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay, it's the same assets, except he's removed. Oh, the furniture is invisible. What furniture also ought to go in the corner of the room? How about a TV with surround sound? So this time, the player chooses. So what was there? Honestly, I didn't really look that hard. Put a hole in the ground. Okay, that placed a table in the middle of the room. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading this. Now what about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine or 10 stoves lined up against the wall. So this is where you decide whether you want to be weird or whether you want it to be normal. I'm going to say 10 stoves lined up against the wall. I'm going to go for the weird option. And I obviously got the sofas. I think we should light up the room a bit. Daylight, light shining through the window. Let's open the baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12. What? Nest? Oh, recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights. So I'm being very specific, or I'm not. We'll put a Tesla coils in the corner, similar to the first game where we killed ourselves and saw a Tesla coil. See, that again, just put a normal light there. So it doesn't matter what choices we make, we always get the same result. And a table, we need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you coming from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. They're not. Tables were invented in 1955. They're not making any difference. So I'm going to go with number 2. I don't know if that... Whoa!
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake. So okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Oh. Blank. Hello, please walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape my prison environment. Okay, cool. I'm having trouble reading that again. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click this table. Okay. Good. Go over to the photo frame. Click to turn it slightly. Table, photo frame. Now turn the floor lamp to this room off and turn it back on. Table, photo frame, floor lamp. Now go to the left sofa, move it a little. Finally touch shelves. That's it, it's a real prison. Escape will now open, return to the start to be taken to your prison. Table, photo, lamp on and off, touch thing, touch frame. Return. So now have we got to do it ourselves? So is this like a memory game?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
But the table was here.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go,
there's the door.
Maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on.
Upside down.
But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Is that the prison? Where am I? Can I walk towards this? Oh, I'm in some kind of cave. Is this the exit to the well? So this was the original prison room? It's very dark. Sorry if you guys can't really see much. I know YouTube makes it even darker. But it is very dark. So there's is that a phone booth? And the light. The same light again. The phone booth. I guess we'll enter the phone booth. It's now going to feel like a prison, I guess. Hello? Who's this? Hey, it's me. I'm from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in the prison too? Yes, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was in the escape tutorial.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Feels like being completely still and wildly emotional at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. So, this is him, I guess, talking from a perspective where his life was having trouble and he was having issues escaping, so it felt like a prison. Maybe? I don't know, this is my opinion. But yeah, maybe it felt like a prison. He was in a troubled time or whatever, and he needed advice to get out, so he made a game and spoke to himself about how to get out. I don't know. Again, I'm just coming out with ideas. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. Actually does change. I don't feel like the same person. I'm going to say he's the same person now. So there's no escape. I know that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing. Well, you get something else in exchange. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. I don't know who I am. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a phone call from another person when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to get this call. I don't know, I didn't get the call when I was in. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can find you. What do I have to do? To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk to me a bit. To get out, all you have to do is sincere. Talk. Number 3. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you won't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me, it will make sense. I promise it works. Sure, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be there? I'll be here for as long as you need. So he's kind of made his own psychiatrist type thing. His own way of expressing. That's what I
can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sometimes that's what you need. So now we're in 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Okay, so we're back in a cave. Can we go back this way? We can't. There's that door. That same door. Can I only walk backwards again? Damn it. Oh. I can only walk.
To me, this environment
right, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm using the wrong buttons on my keyboard. Ignore me.
With the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Once again, trapped. And clean? Well, my goodness, I'm glad as heck you've showed up. Thought I might have to clean this entire house by myself. I'm right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll have to be able to stay here all night. And busy homes make busy hours. Busy home lovers, sorry. Are you cleaning this whole place? Don't worry about me, I'm here to stay all night. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there. No, why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you'd like to do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Sure. Much nicer, that's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Maybe this is the prison again? No, I can't connect them. Scattered cushions everywhere. But sure. Make the bed, there's the bedroom, this is the bathroom. So it's like a clean bot, I guess. While you're in there, why don't you straighten up the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How would you end up with this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house man. How do you end up with this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I've never felt as good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone's put this couch in a mess. Would you come and straighten up the pillows? Interesting. This is the dishes to do that. Sure. Oh, okay, dear. Looks like someone spilled a drink over the couch. Oh yeah. It's, sure. You might be compelled to share an interesting, cheesy, personal insight. Would you be okay? Make it especially cheesy. Silence? No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. He doesn't want to share. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do this? I don't know whether this is just like an idea to relax himself, cleaning. Like, I know people that do that. Even in video games. I know someone that used to play oh, what's the cleanup detail or whatever it is? Viscera cleanup detail? Something like that. Whatever the game is where you mop up blood. But he used to play that as a form of relaxing. Like that's what he did. Because it, you know, although you're cleaning up blood and burning like stuff in the incinerators, it's slow. It's relaxing. It's what he enjoyed. Wash the dishes. Last I checked, the tub needed the cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Well, I'm not so sure about you. Look at your square head. And there still looks scattered on the floor in the bedroom. If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Sure. Oh, whoa, I rearranged his entire collection by the looks of things. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes?
After the intense set of prison meetings,
I did that already.
This house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
Yeah, that's what I was...
It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you. And eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Are all houses this easy to clean? Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you're about to clean a lot of houses, and among these, a few of them will stick out as truly memorable, beautiful experiences, and none of them will be ones that are easy. Just something to think about.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy, all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
So maybe he used this to clear his mind? That's what he's saying by cleaning houses, you're clearing your mind. Something like that. Just something to think about. So, okay. Is there anything for me to do? Technically everything's done. Oh. The rug reset. So some things are resetting. Looks like the tub has gone rather dirty. Earlier when I said a really cheesy thought. I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. See, that's what I was thinking, like their mind, that's all. You take care of it, you take care of you, huh? Don't know why I felt this weird to say. I get it. It's a weird thing to say. Something you just meant. Yeah, you're right, that's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, though. Oh, so they're going off topic again. Anyway, so housekeeping. So back to, they don't want to talk. Books. Will you please count books? Sure.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Question.
But
do you enjoy this? I actually did.
Last.
I actually did enjoy
stops,
that.
Your companion is gone. It's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
If I wasn't...
You can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
So, if I wasn't recording, I would have actually played that for hours. Like, not joking. That's, to me, like I said about my friend who played Visceral Cleanup Detail, I play games like boring simulators, things like that, because to me that's relaxing. And when he says you can't stay in a dark space, he's talking about, you know, the sad times, the downsides in your life. Sorry. He's talking about the, like, you know, the points where you're at your all-time low. Those dark spaces between, you know, big times in your life. You can't stay down. Move on. Move to the next step. And I think that's what he's going for. I think that's what the dark space is the bit where he didn't want to. And we're back at the lamppost again.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September. Items you love and remember any parts. You're in university. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? I'm gonna leave it there because it's easy to read. Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No? You came here to become perfect. Well, no one's perfect, so that's pointless. The workshop is going to teach you how to become perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is well developed as a person to make you feel distinguished with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, I intend to make you into this person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. God damn, that's hard to read. This is easy. It's so easy. It is so easy. Being perfect is effortless. Whew. Is this the key? How to achieve this? No way to work.
And you play as the teacher. Suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, cool. I can't really read these, I'm going to actually put it on this board. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel so cold inside, being alone. Well, let me just tell you right now, it isn't effortless. So, the grey and darkened spots are him trying to get his emotions out, and then the yellow one is him getting over it, I guess. I'll go for yellow. If you're tuning yourself, trying to find the right solutions to your life, you're not doing it right. Drinking is not hurting your life. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. I'll put that. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? So you gotta love yourself is what it's saying. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? This is no truth. There is no truth. There is no truth. There is no truth. What if I'm not a good teacher? So he's starting to doubt himself. Holy shit, you guys, something's coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Yeah, well, there is a giant freaking thing coming out of the room. Who is this guy? Listen. Oh, it's just someone listening, right? Do what is easiest. Do what is easiest. What if I'm not a good teacher? I'm gonna say. Nothing, no one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run, run. Nothing, no one. I don't want to tell them about the whole.
I fell pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
January 2010. Again, this
one
photo
took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Okay. Stage right. That was, by the way, there's nothing really to do in here. I couldn't click on the table. I can't do anything here. These are shelves, obviously. And then you've got that same picture again. So this is again like the prison. Same design. Then you've got stage stuff. So maybe, you know, stage fright, maybe. Do we go out on stage or do we stay backstage? Let's just go out. Have a look out. Oh, it's quite big. Oh. Whoa, whoa, that made me jump. Alright, the performance is beginning places, please. So there's no way back now. Once you're out, you're out. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start by leaning against this wall. This is weird. Normally you wouldn't see the side of the wall. Sure, let's lean against it. Stay right there. The woman across from the room is in a chair. Is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something and succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hi. Oh, I don't want to face the audience. Don't peek back to the audience. Hello. Hello, that's it. That's not a conversation. Well, it's the start of a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I like you. Well, I'm not. I just want to be a professional animal person. I'm not in love with this woman. I'm super scared right now. Here are all my hopes and dreams. Right. So you can either tell her how you feel, tell her you like her, or tell her everything. I'm super scared right now. I'm going to tell her how I feel. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just the moment, but I was so confident. Maybe it's just that you need a better feel of sitting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props. These are the what? These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Whee! Whee! That is amazing. Boing. Can I bounce off all of them? Oh, you just... You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned. So now there's people around. I have more reasonable answers. What are some of the sacrifices you had to make? You're messing it up all again. Really? Focused, happy. I know the other side says wise, this side says successful. Your break right out of conversation gets personal real quickly. Do you not realise... Oh, I didn't really have a chance to read that. I want to try something. Try stepping back off the stage. Okay. Whoa! There's the lamppost, so that's the end of the level. Is that it? Well, here's the lamppost. I wonder what that is. So now it's a prison again. And the lamppost is there. Weird. This is weird. I don't have any reasonable explanation, so I'm getting locked further and further aside.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen
now
next
I can't reach
in
the
Coda's life.
destination.
The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself.
By the way, I'm backing away.
And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
June 2010. Mobius tip: to play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Hold on. I'm going to close my eyes, and we're going to play it how it says. Ready? Also, if a phone rings during this, don't jump at your skin, because I have two next to me, and chances are one of them will probably ring. But here we go. I've closed my eyes. I have no idea what's going on. Is this what's supposed to happen? So, supposed to close my eyes? Did it say close your eyes? I still have my eyes closed. Oh. It's repeating.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
So he's blind. You can't see it. Oh, the door's coming towards us. I need to get down there, though. Oh, God. Okay, so it's just going to keep repeating until I fix it. I can't die like this, I can't die like this. What's going on? Wait. Elevator. The only way to stop is to speak. Something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Can't keep making what? These doors? These puzzles? Is that what he's getting at? Can I go anywhere?
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm gonna say I'm out of ideas. Keep going, keep going. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be easy. I'm done. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. Oh, I'm alone. Yeah, it's just admit we're alone. It's how he felt, obviously. So it took him 5 months to make that.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Hello? Where am I? What is this? Hello. Whoa. So once again, the idea of only being able to see when you're walking. Or is this it? Where did this island come from? How did I get here? Hello, is anyone there? How did I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Oh. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am! Can I jump? No. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, it feels empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. Let's do that one. So the more we reveal about ourselves, the more island that reveals. Oh no. What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. I'm going to say there was a machine that kept me going but it stopped. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. So asking, this is I guess saying that asking for help is what he needs to do. It isn't far. What? You have to make it to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I'm gonna say what? I can take you to it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes.
If you can help me solve the puzzle.
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety,
this is like a jump.
depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder, even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
So, what I've learned from his other games is that my choices didn't matter. I still ended up in the same state. So he obviously thinks that his choices don't matter, and that whatever he chooses, whatever he does, he always seems to end up coming back to the same point. So I'm going to say that my choices don't matter. Which, again, said deal. So I definitely said, I pressed number 3 there, which was choices don't matter. And it gave deal. So it makes no, like, his choices literally will always drive him to the same path. It will never change.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
So, those guys when we first met, the guys in the meeting, there's 3 blokes sitting at a table, and they said listen, or whatever it was. And they were asking you questions about how to escape. So, this is again asking questions about it. First you have to close the door, first you have to open the door. So I could lie, but I'm pretty sure it would always say the same thing. So if I say first you have to close the door. Oh, it does say the right thing. But the door is already closed. So I would have to actually say, you have to press the switch on the outside. We're still on the outside. You have to open the door. Yeah, okay. Okay, now what? So here's the darkness, which is not that dark right now. Now you have to close the door. Now you have to press the switch on the inside. Now you have to open. Now you have to close the first door. That's what you have to do. Okay? Then you press the switch on the inside. Now just press the switch.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
So what he's saying is you can't talk yourself out of a problem. You need someone else. You need to talk to someone. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say it. You have to say first... You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that the game development is simple and joyous, and that you have that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Sure, making. Alright, making games is effortless. That's not what he said. Making games is easy is what you have to say. Sure, making games. Oh, I pressed effortless. Sorry, my bad. And now he's lying. Well, he's lying to himself. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic when I make games. I feel completely anxious. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic when I work. But he's lying. Like, this is, in my opinion, this game
at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
From his friend's point of view, considering this is I'm assuming a real life story, this would have been horrible to watch. Like, take your best friend and imagine watching them at the worst point in their life. Or take the worst point in your life and imagine watching your best friend go through that. It would have been horrible. And this is probably not going to be a happy ending. It's not going to be a happy video. Like, if that's what you guys are still expecting, then you can probably get that out of your mind. Because this isn't going to be like that. This is going to be, you know, truthful. How things are. Life. You know, it's not all like this, but it can be. And this is, you know, how you can't, you know, it's difficult to escape. Pain freezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. It's a lie, but...
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Oh, I looked back and that's it. I wasn't watching, but I'm assuming the wall broke down. That was my bad, but I couldn't read the writing, so I had to look at the wall. But once again, we're back with this whole... Great. And once again, there's the prison. We're outside of the prison. That's the prison. And the lamppost was my
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
What did he do in those 7 months? We don't know. The machine. So this is the solution? Maybe he found the solution in those 7 months. God. Same puzzle, sure. What? Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation. I intend to be quiet. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on our way. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. So we're trying to save his friend? Is there not? Oh, I guess you could. I'll try the same. No, you can't. This is the press. He doesn't want this attention. He never wanted this attention. That was what he said. He didn't want the press. He didn't want the attention. Here's the machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
It's grinding to a halt. What's it doing? You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. There's people out there. You can imagine what pain they're going through. You put them through. He didn't put them through pain. It was only because of your creations that any of us could have made it through every day. How would you possibly go back to trusting you? I'm going to say it was only because of your creations that go first. So there's that that needs to happen. So here's what needs to happen. You just go back to the people who are out there and apologise to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed to stuff. I admit to them. I'm just going to say the third one. Apologise for leaving. I don't think you should, but I don't really understand the machine. The machine is him, obviously, but it gave up on him. Unless it's saying... Wait, so maybe we're playing as him as well. And the machine is him. And it's basically saying that he's given up on himself and he needs to apologise to himself. Maybe? This is just the idea I'm getting here. Maybe, you know, he needs to apologise to himself. You know, he gave up on himself. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I've seen this. I've seen the thing you fear. I don't really know how to move on. It's just sort of... Alright then, I will apologise to people on your behalf. He turned off. The machine just ended. The spotlight. My friends, my followers, my friends. It failed. It falls on me to deliver the bad news. I have a troubling revelation. I'm going to say I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it has deliberately hurt us. The machine will not apologize to us. So he's not deliberately hurt us. I don't really know how to feel at this point. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. So it's saying he doesn't need the games to move on. He doesn't need the games to do it anymore. He's going to find another output and he can live better without them. We do not need his games, is what I'm saying. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let us pay it retribution. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything the machine has created. So we can either destroy this other side of him, or the creator, or we can destroy the work that has brought him down, maybe? I think we shouldn't destroy him, we should just destroy the work that is created. It's a weird choice, and I feel like you could play this game a few times. And now we're back on stage again. Same hall. Light's gonna come on, I guess. Oh. We have a gun. Some form of target practice, maybe? Has he created aliens this time? Has he created anything for me to kill? I guess the work that he made is what we're killing. So we're destroying everything that he made. Or the thing the machine created. Because that's what I said, we're going to destroy the things we created. Coda, I'll make sure work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. I'll make sure you're known forever. Isn't that what you scared of? Exposed to the view of others. Every day, forever.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so,
now we're in the
as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh no, not this room. I love this room. It's just the best part. I guess we're just destroying everything that's... Oh, my phone's going. Told you it'd happen.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
I fell through the door.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Back with his lamppost in the corner. I really need to go, but yeah, I'll watch the end of this. I can destroy him here. This is my option. I don't have a choice. I have to destroy him.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
This isn't doing it.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Unless he's Coda, and he's just talking as if it's different. I'm not sure.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
June 2011. The Tower. So I'm just going to quickly pause the game. Sorry, I just need to quickly do something and then we'll